Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know how I said that videos would be pouring in like crazy, just like motor oil on pancakes? Yeah, that's actually what it is on commercials, no joke if you didn't know. So basically, well, you all know that really didn't happen. Who would have guessed, am I right? But, however, let me tell you something that happened to me. Yesterday I woke up feeling a little good, got some coffee, watched a bit of Netflix, gamed a bit, and went about my day as usual. Until, out of nowhere, I get hit by a bus telling me that I was just no good. No, really, I did get hit by a bus. Trust me, this is not a scam. But with all that being said, it was not just about being no good, but it was not doing good in my videos. You heard me right, folks. I really need to upload more. Not just uploading more, but better. I really want to improve on my videos. I see that I have made a schedule back in the day on a video and literally was thrown away. Like I remember just like thinking about the schedule and it's just gone. Abandoned, more like. So with that being said, I'm done being the 1 to 2 week upload me and basically gonna be uploading more. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's get into this video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I will be telling you a story of my early days. And I can assure you that this story will be the best story you will ever hear on planet Earth. I told this story once to a couple of people I was playing with on PlayStation, and they really enjoyed it, so hell, why not share it with you beautiful people? With all that being said, hope you enjoy, and I might even make this a series. Let's get into it. This all started back in grade 6 at my old elementary school around springtime before I graduated to grade 7 and 8 to another school. My elementary school, you could say, was like any average elementary school, you could say, full of kids, books, paper, and kids literally trying to burn the place down. No joke, one time me and my friends were walking past the field of the school and literally seen 4 kids lighting a bike rack on fire. I mean, the death metal music they were playing wasn't lit, so I guess that's why there was no fire anyways? While I am a little 11-year-old me, we had these awesome lit fam bling called Beyblades. Now, if you never heard of these things or have played with them, you probably don't know the intensity of battles that kids took really seriously. No joke. During this time, only a few toys were out on the market, and not that many, but were enough to get multiple choices into kids' hands at the time. In my school, we had 3 groups of Beyblade people. Group number 1 was the noob group, so basically, they didn't really know anything. They had minimal knowledge of the game itself. They were just the lowest of the lows. You're just noobs. Group number 2 was your average chill group, you know, just recruiting some people here and there. They had some pretty good players, but were pretty chill when playing overall. Now, group number 3, let me tell you, was the try-hard group. This group was the best of the best people that you saw every day at lunch, training, and preparing for competitive tournaments, and literally destroying anyone that stands in their way. Now for the main people of the story, I'm going to replace names for this video for obvious reasons. We had Alex, the leader of the chill group, and Tony, the leader of the try-hard group. Tony was the person on the block you say that knew everything about the game, literally everything. When the toys started to come out with its own customizable pieces and its spinners and all that type of customizable pieces and whatnot, Tony was the first person on the block who already had that before the damn toy companies could grasp it. Tony was a legend in this era, but with all legends, some must fall. Let's continue. One day at lunch, a good friend of mine that I will be calling Sarah told me that there was this huge tournament going down at lunchtime between Alex and Tony. For me, I only knew these groups, but did not really participate because if I did, I would get destroyed whoever I played against, or I probably would have got cyberbullied if I won. Anyhow, at lunchtime, a huge crowd gathered at the center of the hopscotch area, near the portables we had at school. When I first saw them, all I could hear was screeching of way too many kids all at one time. Talk about a ritual, to be honest. Anyhow, there was a good 30 kids gathered around the red battle dome that the kids decided would be the tournament dome. There was also the blue dome. It was kind of like the practice dome, but The red one was, you know, the tournament dome. So I successfully secured a spot in the front to see it all, and saw the two legends of Alex and Tony looking very focused, fierce, and ready for battle. There was so much screaming that even the teacher supervisor was literally creeping up on the crowd, not really paying attention, but you could tell he was paying attention at the same time just to see if no one was getting stabbed or killed in the process. With the two ready with their blades, everyone shouted, everyone was betting on Tony because literally no one could beat him. He was on top, the champion, the king. On the other hand, Alex was more of a underdog, you could say. I bet on him. He was also a good friend of mine at the time during grade 6 and most of elementary school. With all kids screaming and shouting, and the teacher now watching the battle himself, it looked like Tony the tryhard was going to win yet another game for his title. Until, out of nowhere, Alex's blade made 3 swiftly strikes and Tony's blade stops cold in the middle of the arena, dropped dead. The crowd was silent. No one spoke for a good 10 seconds. And then...
He won! And the winner is Ryuga!
Ryuga! He did it! Ryuga won it!
My work of art! My sweet pig!
You did it, Ryuga!
And then screaming everyone at the top of their lungs. All you could hear was screaming. At that day, Alex emerged victorious. With Alex winning, he became the best and the top, even helped out others to get better. He was a pretty good guy to many, and even helped the new group to even become like kind of the part of the chill group. He was a pretty cool guy. After Tony lost, he didn't really hear much from him. He just stopped talking, showing up even. After we graduated, I went to a new school and got to see a few familiar faces, but not Tony's. After he lost, he just vanished, broken from his defeat, and just never really saw him after that. Alex was at the new school, but shortly moved away, unfortunately, and we said our goodbyes, and after that, we kind of just lost touch. So I'm not too sure what happened to him then. And that really is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the story of how Alex the Underdog overtook the mighty Tony in the era of Beyblades. Overall, that's the whole story, from what I can remember. A few things were blurry leading up to the fight, but that's basically the main points that happened within this epic battle. From what I can remember, I think there was like some smack talk about who was better, Alex or Tony or something like that, but it's kind of a blur. In conclusion today, guys, is be the best you can and get up after you have been knocked back down. But thank you guys so much for all the support, really do appreciate it. I got so many stories just like this one, and probably even more that I can think of, that I would love to share with you guys in more of these types of videos. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you lovely people in the next one. Peace out. See ya.
Every time. That doesn't make sense.